Hello and welcome to the Lord of the Rings mod for Crusader Kings III. At the end of the last series, a lot of you said, hey, I want to see you play as an orc. I want to see you rise up from within Mordor and take it over. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be an orc, we're going to take over Mordor, and then we're going to take over the world. That's pretty much our plan. So, zoom right in. This is us, Mr. Orc. We are Chief Radnag, who is, by the way, a seductive orc. Not the usual kind you see, but there we have it. Now, what do orcs do? I mean, obviously you get the idea, they hack and they slash and they, generally cause a lot of trouble. But what is an orc? Well, if we have a look at our religion here, you can see we're hedonistic, which is, I assume, where the seducing trait came into it. We also have exaltation of pain, which is basically we like to torture people, and we can also torture ourselves if we want a little extra piety. And then we have orcish infighting, which allows us to go and raid, and we get the at peace opinion negative instead of the offensive war penalty. So basically, if we're at peace for too long, people get a little bit annoyed. We also get some different casus belli, but they don't apply to us because they only apply to people who are either head of faith or have a lot of prestige, and we have neither of those things. The other interesting thing is if we scroll down, we can see that kinslaying is accepted and witchcraft is accepted, which is fantastic. In theory, we should be able to have 4 spouses, but I'm not entirely sure if we do. Do we take a negative for lack of spouses here? It doesn't look like we do, so there must be something overriding that, I think. Because we only have, the one spouse, but, maybe we can marry more. Yeah, it said we would take a piety one. Maybe it just doesn't apply at the start of the game. Anyway, there you go. So we can marry a bunch of people. We also have our 3 children here, and I'm not entirely sure succession is working properly for this orc here, because it says on this title that it should be primogenitor. However, if we have a look here, we'll see that Uglag is our only person inheriting both of these titles. Both of them are primogenitor, so it should go to the oldest child. However, it's going to the youngest child, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, you know what? Problem solved. It's because these are daughters. That's going to be a problem, not being able to identify our daughters. Never mind. Succession is working perfectly. This is our son and heir. So he's actually our only son and heir. So we need to find him someone to marry as part of our job as well as one of our early things. Right. So now we have a rough idea of who we are. Let's have a look at our situation. So we're sitting here with 2.4 thousand troops. You have 2.2. You have 2.3. And you have 1.4. Now you're looking like a great target for us to attack. His liege right now is Overlord Corahil. Now is that our liege as well? Yes, so we've got the same liege. So it makes sense to me that we just attack him and take his land. Yeah, that would seem like a great first thing. Let me see, do we have a reason to declare war? We do not have a valid casus belli. Well, that's not ideal. I assume we don't have a valid casus belli because we don't have a holy war casus belli, and we don't get a conquest one by default, so we would have to potentially fabricate some claims, assuming that our contract with this guy, let me just have a look. Yes, we are allowed to declare war, so yeah, I assume that we just don't have it. So let me go over here, and we're going to fabricate a claim. Yes, and we're going to fabricate a claim on the one right next to us. There we go. So that's going to be 13 months. In 13 months, we're going to attack. Great. Plan got. We're organizing our levies right now. We could potentially switch this up to trained commanders if we wanted to. The benefit of trained commanders is that we could potentially get some new commanders who are very good and replace some of these terrible people we have. Also, our steward, is you really the best person? No, we have somebody who's better already here. What were you doing? You're my chancellor. Yeah, okay. In fact, they're better at each other's jobs, so let's do that. That is the best person available. Fantastic. We're going to switch you to domestic affairs to make internal people like us, because I don't really care whether anyone else likes us. That's fine. Spy Master. Now, you don't like me. Do we have a Spy Master who does like me? Yes, my daughter. Fantastic. I assign you. Daughter is now in charge. Perfect. Marshal, are you the best Marshal? Yes you are. Fantastic. Right, how many troops do you actually provide us? 17% more troops. So the question is, do we want 17% more troops, or do we want the chance of a better commander? given that we're already so much stronger than the people next to us, I think I'm going to go for the chance of a better commander. At least until we start the war. I think that makes sense. Right. Our heir is unmarried and we have no lifestyle. Let's choose our lifestyle first. Now, we already have a lot of intrigue perks. Let's see where we're at here. So we finished Schemer, so we have a ton of schemes available. I'm not entirely sure that scheming is that useful for us right now. Maybe it's going to be useful, but right now I'm not sure it is. I think potentially fabricating claims on our liege might be useful, but beyond that, I don't think there's anything in here. Seducer? I can't see how this is going to be incredibly useful for us here, apart from lovers being less likely to join murder schemes. Let's see. Seduction power. No, I guess we could seduce people who don't like us. That's about the best that we could do. Yeah, I guess seducing people who don't like us is probably our best one. The attraction and opinion is probably quite nice as well. So this one, when you torture someone, there's a chance to gain intrigue or prowess. Well, that's actually pretty good, because torturing gets us piety. So, extra, synergy with our torturing, great. We get extra dread gain, which I believe we would probably get from torturing. You do not lose piety or clergy opinion from torturing or executing others, doesn't apply to us. Getting bonuses per stress level doesn't really apply to us. Dread gain per tyranny, no. Nope, doesn't really apply too much, doesn't really apply. Yeah, okay, so actually a lot of this down from Torturer doesn't really work for us. I'm probably going to choose Martial. Reason being that Martial is just, like, one of the best ones, and we want to be going to war. And if I took something like Control Growth in Martial, that means our new land would be more quickly integrated. Yeah, we'll choose that. We're going to take the Authority focus. Nice. Now, I was saying that fabricating a claim on our liege makes a lot of sense, so let's start fabricating a claim if we can. Why can I not fabricate a hook? I have trait Vengeful, Rivals, I'm just not allowed to. Okay, that's fine. Wait, yeah, at least one of these. You have the Truth is Relative one. Oh, he has the trait Nazgul. You just cannot fabricate a claim on a Nazgul. Okay, well that's not going to really work for me. We also can't murder him. Oh, well that's also going to be a problem. We could declare an independence. Okay, I was just checking that we can do that. Can I, fabricate a hook on you? No. You're of a culture where that's just not allowed. I see. So there's definitely some things put in our way here. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anybody could start fabricating things on. I don't know. Let's see who we want to marry our son to. So we got Lagbed up in the top. And we got Nashbet. Nashbet seems like a good option, because she's quite close to where we are for the Alliance. Yeah, I'm going to choose that. I'm all about the Alliance here. Yeah, I'm not really worried about what traits we're passing on. Yes, we will get the Orc trait passed on. That seems generally fine. Let's go with that. Right, are my daughters married? This daughter is not married. Now, I do want them to be matrilineal because I want more orcs in my court. So I'm going to choose this, and I'm looking for High Marshal. So High Marshal, orc, let's go. Matrilineal, send it off. Right, although I think he might already have been in our court, but let's have a look. He probably wasn't. Yeah, he probably wasn't, because I think I chose Found Spouse. Matrilineal. Sort by that. Gazlook. You will also join my court. Fantastic. Right. A couple of orcs join my court. I can challenge Chief Lagbug to a trial by combat. Okay, are we better than him? He's got 20 prowess. We've got 11. I could do that. He's committed a crime because he's a cannibal. You know what? If we've got a problem with it, I'll just abduct him. Sure, why not? Seems good to me. You're marrying off, that's fine. Can we invite anybody else in here? Nah, nobody else really wants to join in, by the looks of it. You would almost join in, but we'd have to spend some money. Not really my ideal way of starting here. Let's see, that's going to be 13 months. I think we're ready to unpause. Yes. Right, nothing else needs to be done. Speed up the game. There we go. Marriage proposals are coming in. Alliances are being formed. Ooh, these guys became large. I also just realized we could be raiding the people that we're about to attack as well. So let's, yeah, get all of our troops raised. Raise all as raiders. There we go. Now I'm just going to walk right in here and start, you know, raiding. Orcish warfare. To guide and lead orcs in a successful campaign, a unique approach is sometimes required. It's very difficult to control the horde, ill-disciplined and often bickering among themselves. How shall you keep your fellows under command? So we can get some pretty banners and flags in order to keep them in order. So that would give us the trait Banner Orc, so we get Knight Effectiveness. Okay. We could go for Whip Master, which gets us movement speed and prestige per dread. Or we can go for Explosive Engineer, learning but a huge siege phase time modifier there. Okay, I'm going to take this one. And we gain stress because I'm Craven, but I think that this one's still the best one because this one gives us a benefit even if we're not leading troops, I believe. This just adds into our Knight Effectiveness, so yeah, so let's get some pretty banners. To my cowardly vassal, I've come to the inexorable conclusion that you truly are the best candidate I have for my open council position. Though it pains me to do so, I am unfortunately obligated to offer you the position Steward of Nirn. I think this gives us extra income, doesn't it? So I should just say yes. That gives us 2.1 income. That is giving us so much money. That is incredible. Wait, where is that in our income? Does it show up here? Yeah, there you go. We get 2 gold per per month because of this. That's incredible. Okay, march your way over to the castle. Now, are you the best one? Yes, because you got raid speed modifier. Perfect. Communication. What luck! My agents have discovered a way into the study where Chief Lagbug keeps his drafted letters. All his messages are now mine to read. And say, let's make this a regular thing. I get scheme power. Secrecy goes down, but scheme success chance goes up, or it was a lucky break. I'm going to make it a regular thing. Let's get as much benefit as we can here. Why are you not raiding? Are we not allowed to raid this person? I thought we were. I thought that was like really one of our tenets was being able to raid. Maybe I have misunderstood it. Maybe I have to... Oh, I might have to actually go to an enemy land. I guess I could go right here, I suppose. Yeah, how strong are you? You're not that strong. I could definitely raid a little bit. Just a little small... It's a small little raid. I'm trying to see what... I guess I would want to go here. Yeah, okay. Head down there and see if we can raid. Sauron has gone to war with these guys. They're right there. No problem. Right. I'm not allowed to raid these people either. Okay. Kind of thought I might be able to raid them. Maybe I'm not able to raid anyone who's a person of darkness. Okay, what about here? Am I allowed to raid here? No. Alright, well, head back home. It's time to dismiss our raiders. A well-timed bribe. I'm not going to spend any money for this one. Yeah, I'm not interested in spending money. Right. Well, I think it's time for us to disband our troops, as apparently raiding is not on the menu. It has become clear your lore master is working to establish false and spurious claim on this encampment. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't care. We'll get the claim one way or another. We've only got 40 days left. Spouse, up to the task. We choose whichever one of these does not lower opinion. Yes, so we choose the top one. So we get studying diplomacy, which gives us diplomacy and learning on our counselor, and we get opinion. It's really just the best thing to get there. Right. And claim. Nice. See it done. We now have got our claim there. So what we want to do is we want to probably start fabricating another one soon, but we'll work on that in a second. I want to attack this guy. He has an alliance with Orod Warlock. Alright, so together they're like slightly stronger than I am, but I still have my alliance with these guys down here, right? Yeah, which would definitely make us stronger. Perfect, right. You declare war, my claim. Let's go. So we'll clear out those ones. That all seems fine. I can call him my ally, which I will do. He will not accept because he doesn't like me. Well, that's really not ideal, but hey, whatever. We'll work on it. We're going to raise all men. Yeah, raise all of our armies here. Make sure we have the best commander. Now, this guy might not be our best guy right now. He still is, but you know, he might not have been. And then I want to immediately fight their army. As soon as I can, I want to get up there and fight their army. Yeah, I'll try and capture this guy. Why not? Fantastic. I've now caught Chief Lagbug, who apparently I didn't like. So I'm just going to, like, torture him. Yeah. I can gain stress, dread. I gain some dark insights. Yeah, that seems great. Yeah, I'm going to torture him. Just a little bit. I'm now overwhelmed by stress, but that's fine. It had to be done. Oh, the sweet kiss of the whip. It might look innocent, but it can separate flesh from bones just as well as any knife. A truth Chief Lagbug is soon to experience. He'll be sleeping on his stomach for quite some time. Is he still in my court after this? I think he might be. So he gains recently tortured, which is a major health penalty. He gains stress because they're brave, and there's a chance he becomes a lunatic. Nice. Okay. I can now ransom him back for 50 gold. Just be like, right, tortured him, ransom him for money, done. Wanton desires. And become rakish. I spend so much time in the brothel, it's become a second home. You know what, that seems about right. Let's go. I'm now rakish. I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress. Alright. Lover's pox, the fire of love. The burning sensation in my groin was growing so unbearable, I had to excuse myself and flee to my chambers. Finally alone, I could scratch myself to find relief, yet there was no relief to be found, for my fingers found blisters and tore them open. Oh no! Okay, well, chase them. If you can catch them, this is great. They do have higher quality, but I can't allow this to happen. We're going to take 28 casualties, we're going to take 28 casualties. Yeah, I can't allow that to happen. Keep chasing. I really don't want them to merge. I could try and take down this guy, actually. Yeah, let's do this. Let's separate them. Oh, they're actually running down here. Oh, that's perfect. We'll block them off. Yeah, they decided... Okay, we actually got in there and attacked, although our morale is so much lower. Oh, no. The deserters. I'm leading a patrol when you spot a group of figures emerging from the darkness of night. Hooded cloaks obscure their faces, but one's ungainly gait I recognize. Muslan, my champion, my lord, they are deserting. What should we do? Apprehend them immediately? We catch the deserters, or we let them go. Apprehend them immediately? Probably not best while we're in a fight to apprehend our commander, but hey, whatever. Also, we're not really doing very well on this one. After a short scuffle, the deserting soldiers are apprehended. Every soldier present, both loyal and not, know that punishment for this kind of betrayal can be harsh. There is thick with anticipation and fear. My lord! Muslin meets my gaze with tired eyes. They're only children. We just want to go home. Execute them all, I think, is pretty much our way of going for here. Yeah. Wait, I gain stress because I'm vengeful? I'm executing him. Why would I gain stress for executing someone if I'm vengeful? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, whatever. We got absolutely destroyed in this battle, by the way. Deserters are due a single mercy, one granted by the executioner's blade. Being faced with the need to make harsh decisions has made me come to understand some of the burdens of command in a more intimate way. Oh well, I gained my trait. I might take natural dread here. Although stalwart leader is quite nice if we decide to lead armies, and bellum justum is quite nice because we have to actually pay for getting things. I'm going to take this one just to give us dread. We lost this war, by the way. I'm fairly certain we've now lost this war because their army is so much better than mine. We have learned a good lesson here as an orc. Although we can attack, do not trust your allies, and also like they will 100% be stronger than you if they're a human army compared to an orc army. Like, they'll be well equipped. That was something I didn't expect, but it's good to know. Now, there's no point in leaving this army here. We're just going to get absolutely destroyed. In fact, I might just switch us onto this one and potentially just disband the army. I can't because the hostile enemies are nearby. I think, unfortunately, we might have to wipe... Well, we can't even wipe peace because he doesn't want it. I think that, unfortunately, we have to surrender. So I lose my claim and I pay him money. Well, this is a bad start, but hey, I think this is our only real option here, because the other option is that we keep the war going and we lose, and like this army is like coming straight for us. I mean, I can prove it. Let's just wait, like, you know, a little bit. Because we can see this army is like, yeah, it's just going to walk right into us. So we effectively, it's like, do we want to lose the war and lose all of our troops, or do we want to just lose the war? And we just lose the war. Yeah. I'll just take the, I'll take the L there. We've learned something. Orcs are probably a better target for us. We don't have money to actually declare anything right now. But I might fabricate a claim over here, just so that we're getting a claim made. Now, I think we might actually even be able to get the claim without having any money. I think it will just make us go into the negative, which is fine. But with that lesson learned, I think it is time for us to end the episode. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing, all of that sort of good stuff. It really helps with, you know, series visibility on YouTube. It helps with the algorithm, and is just very much useful on my back end of things, and I only mention it in the first episode of a series. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!